The story of Nut's children, the origin of 365 days of the year. When the gods still ruled in Egypt, there were only 360 days in a year. Then one day, the almighty god Ra received a prophecy that a son of earth and sky would overthrow him. Ra forbade the earth god Geb and the sky goddess Nut from having children for 360 days. He also ordered the wind god Shu to make it impossible for the two to meet, by throwing Nut high into the sky and pressing Geb to the ground. Button was sad and rich and sought the help of the god of wisdom Thoth. Thoth went to the moon god Khonsu to provoke this god to play chess, with the condition that if Thoth won, Khonsu would have to give him a little moonlight, and if you win a battle, you will be able to kill Thoth immediately. Of course, Thoth cannot lose because he is the god of wisdom. The chess game went on all night long, and during that time the winner was always Thoth. Finally, the god of wisdom had enough moonlight to combine into exactly 5 days. The 5 days created by Thoth are called the 5 dark days, and they are the last 5 days of the year, and in those 5 few days this poor couple fell deeply in love, and they had 5 children together. And from now on, a year has 365 days, not 360 days anymore. On December 27th, the first child was born, and that is the god of the next life. On the second dark day, December 28th, women the sky god Nut gave birth to the god of war. Many people say that Horus is the god of the sky, which is true, but he is only the god who governs the sky, and the real god of the sky, whose body is the sky, is the goddess Nut. In addition to being the god of the sky and the god of war, Horus is also the god of falcons and hunting, the guardian god of pharaohs and the lord of the gods. The Eye of Horus is something that is familiar to many people, but not everyone knows the cause. It was originally like this. When the war with Set was at a dead end, Horus slept tiredly under a tree. Because he could not kill Horus, Set decided to blind one eye of the person who would have succeeded the throne. The god of wisdom, Thoth, decided to help Horus by asking for some moonlight from the moon god Khonsu and creating a new eye for Horus. Being the god of falcons, birds with wonderful eyes, with the help of moonlight, Horus' precise attacks are almost unstoppable. And that is why ships often paint the Eye of Horus on their sides, hoping that Horus will see the dangers that not everyone can see. On December 29th, the goddess Nut was born. Came the god Set. This is the god of evil and chaos, the exact opposite of Ma'a, of deserts and sandstorms, and the god of strength. On Osiris's birthday, Set brought a splendid coffin to the birthday party and said that this sleeping box was for only one god, and only needed to sleep in that box for one night. Then the power of that god will increase 1,000 times. All the gods at that party tried their best to get into the coffin, but were unsuccessful even when they tried to change their shape. Osiris slowly approached the coffin, lying in it and fitting snugly. Set closed the lid of the coffin, filled it with hot lead where Osiris was lying, and boom, Osiris died. So from here, the throne of the gods was in Set's hands. On the 4th dark day, the 30th day, 12, the goddess Nut gave birth to Isis, goddess of marriage, family, motherhood, magic and wisdom. Unlike Thoth, who is the god of knowledge and academic knowledge, Isis's wisdom is that of medicine and cunning. The other day you asked why Ra was stronger than Osiris but still usurped by Osiris. It's true, Osiris became the pharaoh of the gods, but the god who made the coup that helped Osiris ascend to the throne was his wife, the goddess Isis. The story is this: Isis is an ambitious and cunning god. She wanted to overthrow Ra, but of course she couldn't because no one could match the power of the sun god in his prime. So Isis came up with a plan. While god Ra was sleeping soundly, Isis took a bowl to catch the supreme god's saliva. So dirty. Then she molded a snake out of clay and poured Ra's saliva onto the snake to give it life. Once, Ra's solar boat passed by, and Isis released the snake and bit the sun god's leg. In pain, Ra summoned all the gods to save his life, but they all failed. Finally, he called Isis in and Isis demanded that he give up the throne to Osiris, and then Isis banished him to heaven. To be more precise, this was a case of blackmail, when Isis forced Ra to reveal his alias. But for a god, the alias is the name that holds that god's power. When you know a god's secret name, you can do anything. Force him to serve you, banish him to a distant place, or even kill him. That's how the throne went to Osiris. And this is also the reason. On the last dark day, December 31st, the goddess Nut gave birth to her last child, the river goddess Nephthys. Unlike the other four siblings, Nephthys is not too prominent because she did not participate in a coup or do anything related to the throne of the gods. Nephthys was Set's wife, and the two gods had in common the title of the god of death, the god of embalming. When Set's body was torn into pieces by Osiris, Nephthys helped Isis collect her husband's body, and with her son Anubis revived the supreme god. However, the job could not be completed because a fish in the Nile River ate Osiris's middle leg, so Isis was forced to pick up a log and continue to revive. But the job failed when Set found out, and Osiris had to stay in Duat forever, becoming the king of death. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.